Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard. Line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. First carry for Carlos Hyde. He finds an opening past the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run. Able to pick up something there, being physical running the football. But I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to this offense really being revitalized.
Garoppolo on first down. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A very good gain on first down. 9 yards on the dump-off. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Hyde. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They run it again with Hyde. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
Yeah, holding on to the football is a big problem for the 49ers last year. Shouldn't surprise any of us, right? When you're 2-14, You probably will lead the league in fumbles as they did. What, they have 15 last year?
15 of them, yep, and a 2-14 record, kind of indicative. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. First and goal from the 8. Throwing. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. Well, a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Switching things over, San Francisco taking over on offense here in just a second. And you and I discussed earlier when Jimmy Garoppolo became the starter, what a turnaround it was for San Fran at the end of the year. 1-10 in the first 11 weeks, 5-0 after that. Some momentum to take into the offseason.
And beat some teams that are acknowledged as good teams in the league, including the NFL.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. But before this next series gets going here offensively, what about that Saints-Vikings game?
There's so many different ways we can go and so many comments we can start with, but I hope you don't mind me starting with this one. Never in the history of the NFL, all right, did we ever think that Drew Brees could lead a team that scores and leaves just 29 seconds on the clock, and he left too much time for Case Keenum. Think about that.
Yeah, and
right?
Just the end of that game, you know, we say it all the time, but you live for those moments. Now, you also got to remember, for the Saints, and we're thinking about the Vikings, for the Saints, what heartbreak?
Heartbreak for Marcus Williams, especially the safety. People are going to identify him as the key. But there's one thing to keep in mind. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end for the Vikings, ran about a 7-yard route, and someone from the Saints defense jumped him and actually weakened the back end of that defense and left it in a 2-on-2 situation, and the Vikings took advantage of it.
One we'll be talking about for years. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play, would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact, a full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So that just tells you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
The play clock's running down. On third down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a run with Hyde. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 and 2017. They were plus 115 a season ago. Just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them win in Dallas's win column in this past season.
On second down, Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tank Carradine coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down, a run with Hyde. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Garoppolo to throw on second down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. If you want to protect your franchise guy, make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. 7 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be a San Francisco first down.
Well, the field goal attempt is well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll run for it with Hyde. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Watch it now, Barney. Let's go.
Here's Hyde, 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin from a yard out. And the 49ers get a score closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down. Well, Charles, looking at the AFC and NFC championship games, quarterback position, you got Tom Brady, but then you got Foles, Keenum, and Bortles. I don't know that anybody saw that quartet coming.
I don't think that they saw that quartet coming, right? I mean, everyone saw Brady, but the other trio, no one saw that one at all. So we did ask our man Marvin to dig up the stat for us. I said, Marvin, what about the other three?
Oh, Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On first and 10, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down, Prescott. Going deep here for Bryant. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Over the middle to Garcon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Prescott now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Elliott. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 57 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. The give is to Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Time running out here on the play clock. They go to Elliott again. Shifts by him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Elliott running right. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Hanna, 29 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Complete here. It's Hyde. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On first down, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target. And now it's 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They'll give to Hyde. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bipema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Open space inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
All right, here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Out to the flat for Hyde. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go now. Boom,
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 11 yards for number 11. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Demarcus Lawrence able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught by Garcon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 32 yards there. And that leads to a San Francisco 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.